It don't make all your guns shoot like that. Nah, just the ones that came with it. Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the divisional round playoffs on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons.
Probably at work, right?
With that, let's get up to Atlanta. We're standing by at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, our broadcast team, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
Here we go. 55. Right here. 55. Pick it up. Pick it up.
From the 27, Vick. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Can't out-muscle this nigga.
And it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin with a run by Smith.
Oh, they got Emmett in.
Okay. To the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Maybe they thought Calvin Neal was overdrafted by Atlanta, but they saw his talents and knew that he would fit their scheme perfectly. A hybrid player, can play deep in the secondary as a safety, can drop down into the box and also make a lot of tackles, and at times can stay on the field and serve a linebacker there as well.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space.
Because you can build that nigga into an animal.
Literally.
And he's a star. You can turn him into a superstar.
Safety, that could have been disastrous. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, started off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Just like that.
From the red zone now, Vick. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. from 17 yards out. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handled it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Gun now on third down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will be knocked down hard.
Yeah, broke that nigga leg. Fuck out of here, nigga.
We're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. A first down carry for Smith.
Okay, Emmett.
He'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
They keep it with Smith on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gostkowski the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0.
That's you?
Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away.
Fucking picking this nigga.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision. Right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're...
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On second down, it's done. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
What?
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vick incomplete. It was knocked away.
Sure, it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
But that's Herschel Walker, number 34.
51 yards on the punt there.
Yeah, it is, huh?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, if I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of unlucky. I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down. It's Smith.
Shit, greedy.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Second and 11.
Yeah, Tuckle.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
I'm thinking that too.
Play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll run on 1st down. Done. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll help set him apart from many of the other.
He cannot get away. Down goes Vick.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Vick. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, Vick. Dancing to his left. He can run.
And yo, you ain't got a double tap box, bro. Just tap.
The decision, a good one.
As soon as you want to slide with the quarterback, just tap. That double tap shit is a myth.
We just saw a nice
That's when niggas
example
is
of why
fucking
teams
up.
often bring in baseball guys to
All you
teach
gotta do is just
quarterbacks
tap.
how to slide in key situations.
And L2 is
you
the
want
green
to
eye.
protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vick incomplete. It was knocked away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. To throw on third down. Vic. And an alley to run. Now Vic's
this nigga, as soon as niggas touch him, bro.
Picked up by the Cowboys. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He had gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Walker. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll drop to throw.
Deion's always you, bro. Deion is always you.
From 3 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. To try here for the extra point.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Williams. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Vic. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic.
Good job.
Here's Matt Bosher now. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a draw play. It's Walker.
Ooh, Hersh.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. 2nd and 2. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger than maybe an interception. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trail 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Sir.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's done. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Vick now. Caught by Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. 55 is Mike, guys. 55.
Now here's Vick. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Flush to his right. And he finds a man in the crossing route. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short.
Damn it.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Let's see.
Here we go with Williams.
Oh, should have accepted it, stupid.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First down, Vick. And hauled in by the tight end Miller.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. To throw on 3rd down, Vick. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, shit. Good shit.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Smith, and he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Vick. Looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. 74 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and there's creases that they're able to exploit right there.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw, and that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection. All right, got zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the fourth quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensitive. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, done. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 2nd and 9, Vick. Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Vick to throw it. He completes it to Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They run. It's Williams. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, it's done. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Williams. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They run it again with Williams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Done. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He'll look to throw.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends.
My nigga Dion.
It's an interception. Picked off down at the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards on the ground. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will...
Ready?